We all know how volatile the stock market can be, which is why my next guest wants to make sure that you have gold in your portfolio. Alexander Spillane is the CEO of Fisher Capital, and they're making it easier for every American to own gold. Alexander, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much for asking. So, gold, we want to talk about gold this morning. Why is gold and other precious metals considered a smart investment right now?
Well, thanks for having me on. I'd say it's a good time to own gold at any point in your investment career. You know, at the end of the day, it's an important part of a diversified investment portfolio. It's proven to be one of the best hedges against inflation. And if we look at what gold did during the last recession, between the years 2007 and 2011, gold ended up doing 255%. Silver did even better, it did 390%. So now that a lot of people are concerned that we have a potential recession or even a financial crisis on the horizon, you see a lot of people now taking the steps to learn more about that process and actually take those steps to diversify. So I'd say that if we look at the track record just since October, gold and silver collectively have seen about a 30% move just in around a 6-month period. So it's been phenomenal so far.
Yeah, it's something for everyone to keep in mind for sure. How does Fisher Capital help Americans safeguard their investments?
We help safeguard our clients by putting the ownership back in their control, right? At the end of the day, if you have your money in an exchange, like a brokerage, or you have even cash in a bank, there could come a time where, let's say, liquidity levels get low and you have trouble buying or selling on those markets, and you have to go through these third-party channels to do it. If you actually own your gold and silver outright, you eliminate that third-party and counterparty risk. So there's been about 5 bank failures we've seen over the past year and a half since 2023. A lot of clients are getting more concerned about that. It wasn't uncommon back in 2008. It's one of the reasons why they raised the FDIC threshold to 250,000. It was after that financial crisis. So for high net worth clients especially, it's never a bad idea to have a strong position in physical assets.
I mean, you've kind of answered my next question, which is why should every American own some gold? I mean, clearly it seems to me that it's something that holds its value or increases during these kind of times.
Absolutely. You have to remember, we were on a gold standard at one point. And since then, the debt has just skyrocketed. So it's not just federal debt, it's corporate debt and consumer debt. A lot of the assets that other people or other firms may offer are widely going to be based off debt. Gold is not based on debt whatsoever. If you own it outright, there's no sort of leverage that anyone can have over that asset. There's no borrowing or lending involved like what you see with traditional financial institutions. And that's one of my concerns. My concern is going to be institutional risk and how it affects retail clients.
How do you make it at Fisher Capital easier for investors to own gold?
Well, I like that you asked how do you make it easier, because a lot of people actually do believe it to be a complicated process. I think the hardest part is that it's not offered, right? Think of it this way. If your bank wanted to, or your brokerage company wanted to, they could offer you physical gold. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. But clearly there's a reason why it's not offered at most financial institutions. So we make it easy because we work with the largest exchanges and mints alike. We actually work very hard to secure assets that may not even be available to the general public on the open market, because I believe government minted assets are going to provide the most security for clients. They're the most widely recognized, they're the most trusted. So those are the assets that pretty much get gobbled up by all of the other brokers and dealers you may see on the market, and all trickles down from there. So the closer you get to those sources is the better costs you're going to get, as well as a better variety of products that are available. So we make it easy for our clients, basically just assessing their goals. Some people may not want to, they may not be open to holding physical gold at home. They may not feel safe doing that. So there's actually a process where we can set up a depository facility, unlike a bank where they take your deposit and then they lend out money against that, or they borrow against your account. When you have a depository, it's basically just like having a storage unit, but it's fully insured and it's fully allocated to you, and all of your assets there are inventoried as well. So we make it easy, just basically by putting the assets within for delivery within a 7-day period. It's a very quick turnaround time, and I think that it provides clients a higher sense of security when they actually see and are able to hold their wealth in their hands.
Alexander, thanks for chatting with us this morning. Great advice and great insight into it. And for everyone watching at home, for all your investment needs and inquiries, just visit fishercapitalgroup.com.